Let me just say this. I'm happy to see you, happy to see you, happy to see you.
Those were the words that kept replaying in my head over and over again. They were spoken by Sterling's primary care physician almost a year ago, right before he informed us that the echocardiogram that he had ordered revealed a type of trauma to Sterling's heart that many people would not have recovered from. More specifically, there was a hole in his heart, also known as a VSD or ventricular septal defect. I believe the doctor stated those words before telling us the results of the echo, especially because we told him that the specific episode or event that most likely caused the hole to form had occurred an entire month before this office visit. And yet, now we're being instructed to make our way to the emergency room now and let them take care of you. Yes, that was March 25th, 2024. So let's go back to that prior month and find out what happened leading up to that day. Here we are.
Here we
About to
are.
relive or talk about
Talk about
what
a
happened. So,
wonderful event.
February 24th,
2024.
2024. That's a day to remember. So,
Just an ordinary day like any other day.
yeah, we went downtown like we like to do. Go downtown in Savannah, walk the riverfront. All right.
Look for a large cargo ship.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we saw one that day. I don't think so.
Not sure. I do know though that we did our
Saw
whole
one
walk.
later.
We did the whole walk. It was about 4 miles usually, at least an hour. Got through that just fine.
Just fine. After that,
Walked.
went to the IHOP to get a little brunch.
He said, I'm hungry. Let's go to IHOP. I said, all right.
Went to
Do that.
IHOP.
Went to IHOP. Had our breakfast. No problem.
No problem at all.
All right, let's run to the grocery store.
Dude.
The Publix.
Dun 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 dun.
Publix, we go in there. I only pick up a couple items.
All right.
And then you left me at the checkout.
Yeah, I was like,
Darted down.
oh, it's something's going down. Your body is saying, "Ooh."
And I was like, what happened? Like, why?
I
Did
said,
he just-
it's probably the first time or second time I've said since then. We've been married in 30 years. I don't feel good.
Right. And you didn't even really say it at the time. You just left. And when I got caught up with you at the car, you said, yeah, I don't feel good. I need to get home. So fortunately for us, home wasn't that far.
Yeah. I thought I just needed to sit down for a minute, and get myself together.
Right.
Because at this particular juncture, I'm thinking, oh, IHOP done gave me some bad eggs.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, see?
Bad pancakes, something. So I proceeded to the bathroom, and oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Someone was already in there waiting for me.
Well, we thought that you were in there. I did. I'm on the other side of the door now. I'm thinking, okay, he in there just having his way. I don't really want to know what's going on there. I know what food poisoning results in. So
it was in the worst way. That was food poisoning. I thought 5.0. But after I caught my breath, which I was threatened while I was in there that you're not going to take another breath. But I did. I said to the person that was already in there waiting for me, I said, I'll live and not die. Declare the works of the Lord. And I took another breath. Breath of life. Because I thought I was a goner for sure. But afterwards, I was like, oh, okay, I'm okay.
So you come out and you tell me, yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
Didn't tell me just how rough. You said, that was a time. You didn't really let me know. I just felt like, yeah, you got through that.
How long was I in there?
You know, that's a good question.
It seemed like forever.
It seemed like forever. I mean, now in hindsight, for me, I think that it was a long time, but you've been known to spend a long time in there, so that didn't trigger anything.
I didn't raise no flags.
I could hear the and I'm like, okay, that's nasty. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to intervene there. Go ahead. I remember the time when I really truly did have food poisoning on a cruise ship and what that was like. So
that was ugly.
Yeah, no. So I wouldn't wish that on anyone, and definitely not any witnesses. So I just said, okay, I'm going to just go ahead and let them do that, unbeknownst to me.
What was really going down?
Something else was really going on. Now, let's just say we got through that. That was a Saturday evening, February 24th. And then...
Had a trip planned.
Well, Sunday morning. Sunday morning, just like usual, going to church.
Right.
But before that, of course, having coffee. So over coffee, that's when you started to share with me just how bad it really was in there. You know, you told me you couldn't even say it the night before, but the following morning you started telling me about you thought you were going to die and what happened in there, and you heard audibly, I'm going to take you out right now. And you actually were brought to tears just sharing that with me. So that's when I really knew something really was happening more than I knew. Like our pastor, they cry. Anyway, so I said, wow. So again, though, we still felt like, okay, the worst of it's over. We're going to go on and continue with our plans. So later that week, I believe it was Tuesday, we had planned to start our ascent, up to Philly.